And there it is again. There it is once again. This is how you know this game isn't a 10 out of 10. Is the shitty people doing shitty things. Like they actually put the message on top of the grace, so you can't use the grace. You have to see if you could bypass it. So now you read it, and then you have to stand on top of it, and then you go from this to this. You try to read it, you only see blood stains. What comes with the message? Like, how can you progress forward when people do dumb shit like this? They say, but dumb people's reason aren't the reason why the game is hard, like, or why it's lowering the score. You can't fault people for actually be dumb shit. It's like, but I'm playing the game. I'm playing the game in your game, and people outside are impeding me from moving forward because you put in the mechanics that screwed it up. I don't give a. You see, this is why I know that a lot of people who give this game 10 out of 10s, game of the year and stuff, you're complete morons. I don't care if you have like, so if you're this, you have a PhD. I don't care if you have a PhD or if you're the bum on the near street and you decided, I want to just purchase a video game today. I haven't played a video game in like 10 years. Whether you're a homeless guy or the smartest guy on the planet. You do shit like this, whether you're homeless or you're renting or whatever it is, or you're the smartest person. You do shit like this, you actually screw it up for everybody else. And because the people who made the game didn't put in a code to actually allow, if people were to do shitty stuff like this, it would still bypass that and you'd be able to touch the grace. That's on them. And they've been doing it not just in this game, they've been doing it in other Souls games too. And this company has not addressed this. This is why I say this game is not a 10 out of 10. This is proof. This is video. I've enjoyed my fight. The Haligtree was difficult and everything. Loretta was not that great of a problem because I had Black Knight Tish. Plus I had Tragut's armor on. The most difficult thing about this fight was getting here, dealing with all the enemies on the tree. But now come to this, that I can't touch the grace because some moron from some other game in multiplayer decide. See, this is when you will want to put the game on solo and play it on solo. They say, well, why not try solo? Because the game is not just a solo game. The game is also co-op friendly. And if you don't adapt and put your game towards co-op friendly and figure that people are going to do dumb, stupid shit, then you don't care. Can't even activate the grace after the boss fight. What if there's another mission going down? I fight more enemies. Where am I going to be teleported? The last grace all the way up to the damn hill, all the way back there? On the tree with the scarlet rot? No. Not a 10 out of 10. I mean, see, this is how you know there's something mentally deficient about certain human beings on this planet. How the hell can anyone, whether it's a game company, whether it's a popular streamer, whether it's someone that have 10 views or 10 subs, or whether someone that have 0 subs, or someone that just decide to get up and rant because they hate people hating on their game and stuff, like, how could you not see these things? How could you not see that they're reskin of location? How can you not see that enemies are being reused? How can you not see a certain talisman or simply duplication of the same thing? How can you not see that lock-on is not functioning great? It's pissing people off. How can you not see if you put your ladder too close to the goddamn edge, people will eventually fall off, get PSD from that shit? The damn ladder by the edge of the cliff is high enough, but you put it so far next to the cliff, so far next to the cliff, at the edge of the cliff, it's like one foot is in the sky, like this line right here. One foot is in the sky and the next foot is actually on the platform. You put it so damn near the cliff, so it feels like you're actually falling off the cliff. You do so much shitty stuff in your fucking game because you think it's awesome and it's hard. It's not awesome and it's not hard. It just shows that you can't create something hard, so you have to do shitty stuff to make it seem like it's hard. The bosses are hard. The heights are hard. The finding different things in a location based on exploration is hard. The using weapons and knowing elemental stacks and how to fight people in PvP or how to use against enemies is hard. How to build certain things based on armor is hard. How to put freaking math and how to figure out how to do things in the game are hard. And how to level up your stats so that you know exactly how you need to deal with certain things, that's hard. Those are the things that are acceptable as hard. Shitty things in your game that you log off of the game, you log back in, you're in a totally different area for no goddamn reason. That's not hard, that's just stupidity. That's not an Easter egg either. That's just, it popped up one day out of random, out of the blue, and then you're in a new area. Not your consent, because you log off like two or three times within the last 10 minutes or something. All of a sudden you're in a new area. That's the default for finding a secret. The world, the bosses, not that great, but the world itself, the expansion of the world, the expansion of the menu, the artwork of the world, that's expanded, that's good. How you can find certain things within the world, that's good. Different creative worlds to think of how to engage enemies, that's good. Using torrent is good. Jumping ability is good, which is not really good. That should have been in the old games from a long time ago. And then I guess you could say at least 3 or 4 more things, and that's the top 10. That's like 10 things that's good about this game. Every other thing beyond those 10 things aren't actually good. They're actually reskin things from past before. Like, really think about it. Really think about it. I'm gonna keep going until my videos stop recording and saved. So I'm gonna edit this out, but I'm not gonna edit any of these words I'm saying out. Screw that. This BS in the Souls game needs to stop.
Again we meet. I can only surmise our purposes are aligned. In which case, allow me to explain myself. I am of Melania's blood, but in what capacity I know not. I could be sister, daughter, or an offshoot. Whatever the case though, I am certain of a kinship between us. There is something I must return to Melania. The will that was once her own. The dignity. The sense of self. That allowed her to resist the call of the Scarlet Rot. The pride she abandoned. To meet Radahn's measure. There is something I must... The will. The dignity.
Alright, for this one, I'm gonna let randos join me. I'm too pissed off. Plus, I have to get off in like 30 minutes to hop on Warframe. Because I like that game a hell of a lot better than this, even though this game is far more difficult than that game. And had far more interesting bosses. A lot of things about this game is superior than Warframe. But like dozens of other things in Warframe are far superior than this game. So yeah. I don't know, man. I'm gonna get assistance from other people playing this going forward for the Haligtree. Until I get to Millennia, it's just gonna be randos joining me. The only people I'm gonna fight solo is gonna be the first Elden Lord Millennia, and that's it. Because I heard Radagon/Marika ain't really that interesting, and I also heard that the Elden Beast is disappointing as shit. So why would I want to fight the last boss of the game that's poor? So, two most interesting fights is actually the fourth and the third boss before you reach the last two ones. They're more interesting than the last two bosses. Kind of like how Gehrman and what was it? What was it called? The Celestial Being or the Great One in the first game. And I'm starting to think that that's exactly what was present here. That 2-in-1 battle, I heard people say it's a 2-in-1 battle. How is that not Gehrman and the Great One? I don't know, man. I think people put way too much hopes and properties into this thing just because other games are shitty and microtransaction and all this other crap like they do with Call of Duty and with For Honor and all this. Just because those games are shitty doesn't mean you excuse the nonsense that's happening in this one. You don't have to buy all this stuff. It could be purchased in the game, but guess what? Some fools are making money off this game online, selling stuff for people who don't like to farm all of it, who don't want to explore. So someone's making money off this game. It's just not legally being set inside of the game. But outside, you're damn sure someone's making money off this game. Doing the same thing that those other shit game companies do inside the game, but they're doing it outside of the game. So it's the same damn thing. It's just not done logistically inside of the game where you could see it. Some randos that you don't have to actually go to or care about. It has nothing to do with the company or the gaming. Some side people do side business. But it's still there. It's still there. Don't let no one fool you.